Ebusuya ha eye from this media na Black Rasta edi ensem bia tudwa edi afa ye Shatta Wale Lamborghini ene Captain Smart ene kire se Raymond acha ho a kire se ebusuya anu edi ni secret ya we review no anu wode de ekokotin sama eye Black Rasta edi atudwa.
We will take a decision. John Mahama, we are going to take a decision because of Raymond Acha. What kind of hatred is this? Tell us one thing Raymond Acha has done that is criminal. Are the courts not available? Can you not petition? By the power of the microphone and your following, you want to use that to try, and I don't know what you want to actually get. And this is the first time I'm reacting to Captain Smart like this. Because this is nauseating, it's childish. What is this? What is this? It doesn't make sense at all. Doesn't make sense. With all the evidence, with all the work that has gone underground, and everything is showing, you will take a decision. John Mahama, we are going to take... This guy feels so entitled that, oh, he probably has helped the NDC come into power. You can't take that out. We agree. You played your role. But you are not entitled in any way to have every suggestion you put out there swallowed hook, line, and sinker. It's childish. No! Don't let us do this, Mr. Smart. When I saw this today, I was sad. How can Raymond write to the FBI because of one toy car? One toy car. We demean the whole FBI to the point of living serious things and running after one car. Are we serious? One car, FBI, Federal Bureau of Investigations. Raymond Acha has nothing to do because he's an idiot who has been put into office to do nothing. And he writes to the FBI and says, oh, you know what? There's a 13 Lamborghini here. There's a guy there called Shatta Wale. Come and let's arrest him. What cock and bull story is that? Let's speak the truth. Maybe I could have handled this better. But emotionally, as I stand, this is the best I can handle it. It's absolutely hogwash. What is this? Now you are saying that you have a letter that Raymond Acha wrote to the FBI. Why don't you show it? And that if Raymond Acha can come out and tell you, Captain Smart, that, oh, this is a letter to show that FBI actually asked for it. And you know that some of these documents cannot be shown, but I'll show you that document today because of what these guys are doing. We have seen these documents because some of us, we have to see before we talk. Raymond Acha, show us a document that shows that the FBI said that you should go after the car. And you know that it's unethical for whoever it is to show you a document from the FBI. It is what Captain Smart is saying. I'm going to show you that document, not now, but in this show. Early this morning, Shatta Wale came out and put up a post. What did he say in the post? Charles Niyama Mensah. Because of common Lambo, I lose a big investor for Shaxi. Hey, Ghana, but we must move. Shaxi is a good thing. I love Shaxi. I love Shatta Wale. Despite all the shenanigans around us, I mention Shaxi almost every day on my show. I've never been paid for it. And I don't intend to be paid. I have said it time and again how Shaxi is helping the youth and is even going to do more. When Malik Basintali wanted to support Shaxi, I was one of those that pushed. And the records are there for everyone to see. We only pretend that we are fighting. But no, we are not fighting. No, we are not fighting. We are only speaking the truth. My brother, Shatta Wale said he has lost money. And he didn't tell us how much. Captain Smart tells us it's 75 million American dollars. And that is supposed to buy cars. 75 million. Do you know how much money that is? What kind of cars are they going to bring? But that's okay. Let's even say it's 100 million American dollars. I am sad that Shatta Wale has to lose it. But that is what happens when you buy a car with no papers. That is what happens when you buy a car on the street. That is what happens when you buy a luxurious car like this on the street. You don't know where to trace the person. You don't know where this car is. But Shatta Wale knows where the car is from. He knows it. He knows who gave the car to him. He's another alleged thief, Edu Buahine, and his girlfriend Rashida. This guy, very dangerous psycho. This guy. And Rashida, Alhaji's wife, they came together as husband and wife in crime. These two guys, and people support these guys. Probably because they gave them something small. So you sell your birthright. Oh, what a shame. Hallelujah. What a shame. My prayer has always been that may I never take something from anybody to change my direction of thought. And God has always answered it, no matter how hungry I am. Touch him away. This face is nauseating. My brother, my sister, sorry to Shatta Wale. But again, next time, don't buy a car with no papers. This car was amongst the fleet of cars at Moving Peak that Edu Buahine was renting to big men who were coming. Look at the car. Can you see the car? And this is Moving Peak. Look at the fleet of cars he had at Moving Peak, and he was renting this to big tourists and all that. Look at the Lamborghini there. A few months later, this same Lamborghini is with Shatta Wale. And Shatta says he bought it on the street. Look, let's think and stop the bigotism. Look at it. This was before Shatta Wale had it. Shatta Wale knew that he got this car from Edu Buahine, but he protected him and said he bought it from the street. The facts are there. I will not tell you I have the thing, I will show you. No. Look, let me tell you something. FBI started writing to Iyoko demanding that one Amua, Nana Amua, had been convicted in a certain Kentucky court. He had defrauded some people close to about 800,000 American dollars. And a lot of that money, the stolen money, he used that to buy things legally. Listen. He will steal from you and use the stolen money to buy something legally. Does it absolve it from the theft? If you use dirty money to buy something legally, does it become a clean thing? Let's think. Let's think. This is the guy. They started writing, and that they had traced some of the things that this guy had bought with the money, stolen money, to Ghana. In collaboration, please help us deal with this issue. Hey, Raymond and his people decided to go underground, trying to find out chassis number, everything, things like that, checking out to find out, where is this car? Is there any car like that? Blah, blah, and some other such things. After a couple of months, FBI wrote to Iyoko again, Remember, we have a collaboration. We are asking you to help us. They repeated this request about 3 times. When Raymond finally went and picked up the Lambo, Shatta told him, please, don't do this to me. If you drive this thing out, people are going to make noise and my fan base will be worried. He said, oh, I understand that. I myself, I'll bring it. He said, oh, that's okay, that's good. Bring it. In his own time, Shatta Wale drove it to Iyoko. No noise, nothing. Nobody heard about it. And he was told, we are investigating it. FBI has told us about this, but keep it to yourself. We are investigating. If it is free, we will return your thing to you. So go. It was Shatta himself who came out blaming Iyoko for coming to his house with cocked guns and all that to try and intimidate him and all that. Am I lying? He was the one who said it. And he forced Iyoko to come out with a press statement. If he hadn't done that, this matter would have been quiet and underground they would investigate to that point. Can I now show you the letter from the FBI? I'm sad to show you this, but sometimes you have to do that. Open it up so everybody can see it. Okay? This is the U.S. Department of Justice. Okay? Criminal Division. And this is the reference number. Office of International Affairs, Washington, D.C. Look at it, September 5, 2025. This was one of the last letters written. Even when Raymond arrested the car, he was quiet about it. He didn't even tell FBI. He wanted to finish his investigation before doing everything. Via electronic mail, Honorable Dr. Dominic Akuritinga Ayine, Attorney General and Minister of Justice, blah, 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 blah. Attention, Richard Jambibi, Principal Attorney, State Attorney. And it's a request for assistance in the prosecution of Nana Kwabena Amoah and others. OIA reference number. And they gave the number. And he says, please use when responding. It says, dear Honorable Attorney General, please find and close a request for mutual legal assistance in the above reference matter made in pursuant to the United Nations Convention Against Transnational Organized Crime, to which the United States and the Republic of Ghana are parties. Now, the U.S. Attorney's Office for the Eastern District of Kentucky, that's the prosecutor for the Federal Bureau of Investigation, and others have investigated and prosecuted Nana Kwabena Amoah and others for violations of U.S. criminal laws in connection with a business email compromise and money laundering scheme, whereby Amoah fraudulently obtained $970,916. That's almost $1 million American. Through this request, the U.S. prosecutor seeks assistance from the appropriate authorities in Ghana to enforce a forfeiture order issued by the U.S. District Court for the Eastern District of Kentucky, permitting the seizure and forfeiture of a Lamborghini Urus. My brother, on one down, owned by Nana Kwabena Amoah and located in Ghana for the purpose of partially satisfying the forfeiture money judgment imposed against him and to provide notice of forfeiture to any individual who may have an ownership interest in the Lamborghini Urus. You know what that means? The man has stolen money. He has been able to use part of the money to buy a Lamborghini Urus. He has shipped it to Ghana. We have traced it to Ghana. That car is owned by Nana Kwabena Amoah. But whoever has this car right now, because we have Nana Amoah here, must forfeit it because it was bought out of stolen proceeds. That's all that this big English is saying. My brother, my sister, Lamborghini Urus, dash it away. And signed by Vaughan. You saw the signature and everything. It's sad that I have to show you this. This is a very, very personal document. And I'm very disturbed. We are compromising national security, honestly.